Hi, my name is Zemi Stewart. I'm the founder of Wifer, and I just wanted to hop on for a second and give a message to the burnt out wife, the burnt out mom. You may need this. Definitely, you may need this. Sometimes people look at me and they think I have it all together. I'm so busy creating content. My husband is good. I'm running my household, but I don't have kids yet. And you don't see the help I have or the support that I have within the home or the systems that I've set up within the home to make things function. And sometimes things slip. But you don't get to see that. So, number one, I want to encourage you not to compare your life, your situation, your marriage, your house, your room, anything to someone else's. Do not compare. You do not know if someone tidies up one room of their house to film in and the rest of their house is a war zone. You have no idea. You have no idea if someone is taking a photo with their child only, or if they're actually spending quality time with their child. You have no idea. So just operate in what you know about, which is your home, your relationship with your spouse, your relationship with your kids, etc. And that's all you need to operate in. Do not compare yourself to other people. Number two, and this is so important, even the Proverbs 31 woman had help. Help. In Proverbs 31, verse 15, it says that she riseth also when it is yet night, and giveth food to her household and their task to her maidens. She had help. She had hired help. So definitely, you need to, if it's causing contention in your relationship, you need to secure help for yourself. I have a friend who is very busy, and even though she was on maternity leave, her husband also is a very busy person. They wanted to sleep through the night because it was important for their relationship. She was, feeling tired and burdened and weighed down, and he wasn't helping to change diapers at night. So what did she do? She hired help because her marriage was worth more than the dollar figure assigned to the help. And sometimes you have to get in a position where you just have to count the costs. Count the costs, even if you're not comparing dollar value to dollar value, you have to weigh it and what is important to you. If you're someone like me who has a 9 to 5 but also operates a lot outside of a 9 to 5, where I pretty much have a 6 to 12, help is necessary. And for me, I don't have paid help at this point in time. When I lived in the Bahamas, I did have someone come in at least once a month when I could to do a massive cleanup in the home, and every so often you could have like a huge, bring in a company and do like one of those really detailed cleanings. All of those things help you to lighten the mood. They help me feel more organized when my space is organized. But my husband has been very helpful. And that just took to get him to be helpful and to see that the burden that I had, the unspoken burden that I had, just took a conversation. When I would hear the words, baby, what are we eating tonight? I didn't just hear, what are we going to order? Or, what are we actually going to eat? I heard, Zemi, you need to cook. Why didn't you cook? I need you to cook. Like, all I heard these expectations of me as a wife and mom, and it weighed heavily on me in the midst of everything that I had to do. And so my husband and I, number one, we came to an agreement. I said, okay, how often would you like your wife to cook for you? Forget that your wife is Zemi Stewart. How often do you want your wife to cook for you? He gave me that day figure. Now, if it was a day, if it was a week where I couldn't make it, I say, okay, babe, I can't make this tonight. Can we order food? If he's fine with that, and normally he is, he's very agreeable in that sense. We moved that route. And so it helped me to kind of navigate. Now, it wasn't only food. I could look at my house and see 500 things that need to be done. Literally, 500 things. My fridge needs to be clean. My freezer needs to be clean. I need to clean the oven. I need to wash the floors. I need to clean the bathroom. I need to clean the tub. I, as a woman, can look at my house and be like, all of these things need to happen. My husband doesn't see the place in the same way. But when I, as a woman, as a wife, as a mom, we see all of these things, and the expectation of it weighs heavily on us. And then on top of that, we're working from home. Some people are doing classes. It can be a lot. It can feel like the weight of the world. But you need to open your mouth and let him know, number one, ask him his expectations of you, and talk to him about what you can and cannot do and what you need him to do. My husband has helped. He does laundry sometimes. He loads up the dishwasher and unloads the dishwasher. All those little things are so helpful. Sometimes he would clean the kitchen, clean the bathroom, or and all of those little things are helpful. And we even in our relationship, I've been teaching him to cook. Very simple meals, but that helps because that's one night of the week where we have a home cooked meal that I didn't have to participate in. And that little bit of energy for me to empower him to do that helps us as a unit. Not only that, my husband goes to the food store. I take a little time every time I go through the house and I'm like, okay, we need something. He records it in his phone. I show him what it looks like. He's good. He's empowered to go to the food store and help. If you need help and you can't afford to get help outside of the home, talk to your spouse to see how they can help you in ways that would run the home. And some people are like, I can't even think about having that conversation because I don't want him to think I can't do it all. What is that? What is that emotion? Is that pride? Is that pride that is causing you to burn yourself out? If it is pride, then you got to check that at the door, because pride should not be operating in your marriage in any form. In any form. If you are feeling burdened, who else to talk to about that than your spouse? Who else to talk to about that than your spouse? And so definitely have that conversation. And if you need help, get help. You can have someone who comes in to watch the kids a couple hours. You can have someone who can clean either once a week, 2 times a month, once every 2 months, whatever it may be. Have someone come in and iron, have someone come in and wash, whatever it may be. And then that's the second point. So number 1 was don't compare yourself to anyone. Number 2 is get help if you need. And number 3 is systems. Put systems in place. If you need to wake up a little bit earlier to make sure that you can get some more stuff done or just have time for you, then that is something that you need to do in your schedule. Something that I do personally is I don't want my laundry to pile up on me, so I wash a little bit of a load here and there. Now, a good system with that is putting your clothes up right away, which is I need to work on, but I do a load here and there. I like to keep areas clean or tidy so that I don't have to do a massive cleanup. So I like my stove top to be clean regularly. I like my floor in my kitchen to be clean regularly because I don't want to have to be doing no grimy, no. I feel as if those areas need to be clean. Same with my bathroom. I feel as if, you do regular upkeep in there. You don't have to do those massive overhaul cleans. And so you can put those systems in place. Like I said, if we're missing something in the house, my husband writes it down. And then when he goes or when we go, we get those items. And there's various systems you can put in place. You can put your children on a sleep schedule depending on the age. And even your young kids, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, even teens, you can also say at 9 o'clock, you need to be in bed. And if they're older, at 10:30, you need to be in bed. If I, as a grown woman, need to get myself to bed at 10:30, then obviously there's some credence for that for younger kids. And so you could definitely set a bedtime when you have all peace in the house. So don't be afraid to put those systems in place and to operate on that for your peace. Now, again, I don't have kids yet, but I listen to a lot of people who have kids, and I try to learn effective systems that will help me at a later stage in life. And so number 1, don't compare yourself to anyone. You do not know what's going on in their home. Just worry about the walls of your home. Number 2, help. Get help. Have that hard conversation if you need to. Weigh the value, even if you're not doing a nominal value, but count the cost. And number 3 is you make sure that you are putting systems in place that help you out. And then I guess a final bonus point is erase all expectations. Erase the expectations that you have and set new realistic expectations. There are some expectations that no one has of you. Some people feel as if I gotta wake up at 5:30 to read my Bible. I have to work out. I have to cook 3 meals a day. I have to make sure my children are in sensory play. I have to make sure that the bed is made every day, that I shower 2 times a day, that obviously some of these things are realistic. Don't get me wrong. These are real things. But when you say I have to do all of these things, I have to make sure that I journal. I have to make sure that my dishwasher is clear. My kitchen is all everything. And you say no matter what, all of these expectations are weighing on you. You could literally put yourself in the grave because you're stressing yourself out with these expectations that sometimes aren't even realistic. Your children may not be able to go and do sensory play every day, and it doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that you failed if you woke up late and you had to skip your workout, or you didn't drink a gallon of water. Like, come on. Come on. So I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you to just like, let's just breathe and just like, I'm letting it go. I'm letting go of the expectations. I'm letting go of the stress. I can let a few things slip here and there. I got it tomorrow. Just, that's it. Okay, God bless you. I love you. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome week. Bye.